Go.
You're so funny.
Okay, go.
Hi everyone, I am here with your Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today we're going to be reading Acts. Do I want?
Yeah.
Acts chapter 15 verse 36. Reading through what? Reading through chapter 16 verse 15.
Oh, I saw a shadow right there.
You probably did in here. Psalm 142. And Proverbs chapter 17 verse 24 and 25.
Freak me out.
You would be if you seen what I see. If you guys were lost yesterday, you weren't the only ones. Sherm was too. He let me read in the new
I didn't let you.
He let me read in the New International
Version.
Version.
Went ahead.
He knew I was doing it the whole time and didn't tell me. And then when I was done with the video, he told me he was lost the whole time.
That's right.
So he didn't have to start over.
That's right.
I didn't realize.
I didn't want to start over.
Because it's been reprogramming itself to read in the King James Version. Shut up. But yesterday it didn't for some reason. Alright, so let's begin with the book of Acts.
Is it doing it right this time?
I said it. It did not act right again, no. But I said it.
You're right. Maybe the clubhouse blind.
So we're starting off where we left yesterday. Remember, they sent a letter to the Gentiles to tell them that they did not have to get circumcised, that they just had to refrain from eating the meat of strangled animals, don't worship idols of other gods, and just, worship the Lord your God, the Lord their God, and abstain from sexual immorality. Okay, so Paul and Barnabas are together preaching again, which they have many times. So let's start there. And some days after Paul said unto Barnabas, Let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord, and see how they do. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. But Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work. And the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from another. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed to Cyprus. So Barnabas and Paul have split up. So I would say Paul is going to get another partner. What do you think to take with him? Who do you think that'll be? You've heard his name mentioned. And Paul chose Silas, and departed, being recommended by the brethren unto the grace of God. And he went through Syria and Cilicia, confirming the churches. Then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timothy, the son of a certain woman, which was a Jewess, and believed, but his father was a Greek, which was well reported of by the brethren that were at Lystra and Iconium. Him would Paul have to go forth with him, and took the circumcised him because of the Jews which were in those quarters, for they knew all that his father was a Greek. And as they went through the cities, they delivered them the decrees for to keep, that were ordained of the apostles and elders which were at Jerusalem. And so were the churches established in the faith, and increased in number daily. After they were come to Mysia, they essayed to go into Bithynia, but the Spirit suffered them not. And they, passing by Mysia, came down to Troas. And a vision appeared to Paul in the night. There stood a man at Macedonia, and prayed him, saying, Come over into Macedonia and help us. And after he had seen the vision, immediately he endeavored to go into Macedonia, assuredly gathering that the Lord had called us for to preach the gospel unto them. Therefore, loosing from Troas, he came with a straight course to Samothracia, and next to the Neapolis, and from thence to Philippi, which is the chief city of the part of Macedonia, and a colony. And we were in that city abiding certain days. And on the Sabbath we went out of the city by a riverside, where pray won't be made. And we sat down, and spake unto the woman which resorted thither. And a certain woman named Lydda, a seller of purple of the city of Thyatira, which worshipped God, heard us, whose heart the Lord opened, that she attended unto things which were spoken of Paul. And when she was baptized, and her household, she besought us, saying, If ye have judged me to be faithful to the Lord, come into my house and abide there. And she constrained us. She was a seller of purple. Purple linen was like for royalty. It was very special, purple, and the colors of purple and like scarlet. That's why they dressed Jesus up in those colors and paraded him around, when he was in front of the high priests and things, when he was in there being questioned, mocking him. It's considered a color of royalty. Has been for many years. Alright, so that's where we're going to stop with the book of Acts today. We have a shorter psalm today, which is Psalm 142. I cried unto the Lord with my voice unto the Lord did I make my supplication. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed before him my trouble. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path. In the way wherein I walked, have thy privily laid a snare for me. I looked on my right hand and beheld, but there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me, no man cared for my soul. I cried unto thee, O Lord. I said, Thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. And that was Psalm 142. And today we have two Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 17, verses 24 and 25. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. Alright guys, that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.